Hey guys, Helen here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Lots of good free yoga videos coming your way. Today our practice is an intermediate vinyasa practice. It's an energizing flow, so it's gonna make you feel ready to just go wherever you're going. Intermediate because I'm not going to guide you so much on how to get into each posture. I'm just going to call what posture to get into. You're welcome to try it, but it is a little bit better suited for people with some experience in their yoga practice. It's my 6th day as a YouTuber, as you may or may not know, so I'm still learning a lot of things. Today I learned the lesson to check your frame first to make sure your whole body is in it before you spend 30 minutes doing a yoga practice. As you'll notice, my whole body is not in the frame. It cuts off my head a lot when I stand up, but that's okay because you should be listening more than you're watching anyway. I also learned that doing yoga in a bikini is more suited for Instagram and doing an entire yoga practice in a bikini top is a little annoying, so lesson learned on that one. All right, you're here for the yoga, not to hear what I've learned in life, so let's get started. So let's begin in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders away from the ears and sit up tall. Root down through the sits bones and lift up through the crown of the head, almost as if you're being pulled in 2 different directions. Breathing in and out through the nose. Slow, full breaths. Optional Ujjayi breath if that's part of your practice. But just really focus on those slow, conscious breaths. And then together, let's inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Open up the eyes and let's come forward to hands and knees into table pose. Just starting to move through our cat-cow. So inhale, dropping the belly, arching the back, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round to spine, chin to chest, press the floor away. Move back and forth here, just waking up the spine, moving at your own breath. Keeping it slow and full. And then come back to a neutral spine. Let's inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, slide that right arm under and through. Maybe straightening that left arm over the ear. Or if it feels good for you, you can reach your left arm around your low back and hook the fingers on the inner right thigh, opening the left shoulder towards the sky. Just coming into whatever expression of thread the needle feels good for you. Staying with your breath. Let's unwind that. Plant the left hand back down. Inhale, reach that right arm back up. And come back to table. Other side, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. Left ear to the floor, straightening that right arm. Or again, if you wrapped it around your low back on the other side, feel free to take that bind on this side as well. Wherever you are, you're continuing to open up the shoulders, maybe even gaze up towards the sky. We'll unwind that. Planting the right hand back down to the floor. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky and bring it back to table pose. Let's tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Come into your first downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet or take any movements here that help you get comfortable into your first down dog of the practice. And then together, let's inhale and roll forward to plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Again, inhaling forward to plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, bring your hips back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale to plank, but hold it here in your plank, breathing. You're pressing evenly through both hands. It's almost like you're puffing up that space between the shoulder blades. And then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes, and we're gonna come into our Sphinx pose. So forearms are on the floor, elbows in line with your chest, wrists in line with your elbows. Collarbones wide, feel like you're trying to draw your heart forward. We're gonna heat up the core here, so keep your toes pointed. Let's take a deep breath in together. As you exhale, lift your booty up to the sky. Lower back down, inhale to Sphinx. Exhale, lift the booty up. It's like a forearm plank with your toes pointed. Again, inhale to Sphinx, heart forward. Exhale, lift the hips. Again, inhaling, heart forward, toes pointed, and lifting. Doing one or two more at your own breath. And then pausing in Sphinx pose when you're done. From here, let's tuck the toes and lift up into a forearm plank. One hand at a time, you'll press yourself up to a high plank. Exhale, lift hips back, down dog. Pressing evenly through the hands and the feet here. Lifting your hips high. And slowly walking your feet forward to your hands, to the front of the mat. Bend your legs, grab hold of opposite elbows, let go of the head, and just sway a little side to side. Release the elbows, inhale, find a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, flat back, lengthening. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold, and put a little bend in the legs. Roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. Come into your mountain pose. Compose yourself, pick your wedgie. And let's stand nice and tall. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows squeeze in. Point your toes, inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Coming back to the breath, in and out through the nose. And then at the end of an exhale, come high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands. Step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale through your vinyasa. So chaturanga, elbows in. Cobra or up dog as you inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Stay with your breath. And then come high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, bend your legs. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Sitting your hips back, lengthen through the low back, so trying not to pop the butt out. Make sure you can see the tips of your toes. And then lift up high onto your toes. Finding that balance here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale through your vinyasa. Breathing in your down dog. And let's raise the right leg in the air, three-legged dog. Maybe you want to bend the leg, open up the hip if that feels good. And then let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, try to tap your right knee to your right tricep. Inhale, reach the leg back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over. Try to tap the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the left heel at a 45-degree angle and inhale up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. You're drawing your hips forward. If there were headlights on the hips, your headlights are pointing forwards. Rooting down through the outer edge of that back foot. Let's interlace our hands behind our back. Pull your knuckles away, open up the heart, and then fold for Humble Warrior. You can fold a little or a lot. You can tuck your right shoulder inside of your right knee if you're a little bit more flexible. And then let's come all the way back up. Reach the arms back to your Warrior One. And exhale, open up to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. So right heel in line with left arch. Gaze over your right middle finger and bend into that right leg. Let's inhale, straighten both legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend back, Warrior Two. Again, inhale, straighten, reach it up. Exhale, press it back, Warrior Two. One more time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend back, Warrior Two. Side angle pose. Right forearm to right thigh, reach up and over with that left arm, long line of energy down the left side of the body. Option 1, you stay here and breathe. Option 2, you can come into a bind, reaching in front and behind with the right hand, left arm behind your low back, finding your bind. And if you haven't, maybe coming to Birds of Paradise, hopping the left foot towards the front of the mat, maybe lifting that right leg, maybe falling, maybe straightening the right leg. All different levels, wherever you are, you're breathing and you're being patient with yourself. If you're in Birds of Paradise, try to come out of it the same way you came in. We'll all meet back in Warrior Two. And then straighten the right leg, triangle pose. Reach forward and down with the right hand. Right hand to inside of leg, big toe, mat, block, gazes towards the left fingers. Low lunge twist. So plant that left hand down, reach your right arm up to the sky. Your back heel is pivoted, so it's off the floor. You're balancing on the ball of your left foot. From here, we're perfectly set up to come into a side plank on the left. So roll to the outer edge of that left foot and bring that right leg back. It's okay if it's not a smooth transition. And you can do any variation of side plank that is comfortable for you. You can have a knee down, you could bring a leg up. Wherever you are, you're breathing and you're lifting those hips away from the mat. Let's come back to plank and go through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog, reconnecting with the breath here, in and out through the nose. And let's do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot all the way through. Drop the right hand, Warrior One as you inhale. So again, setting up, that back heel is down. The right edge of the foot is glued down and you're drawing those hips forward to square them. Interlace your hands behind your back. Pull the knuckles away, open the heart. And then fold for your Humble Warrior. Keep bending into the left leg and pressing down through the big toes for stability. You'll come all the way back up, arms reach up, Warrior One. And exhale, open to Warrior Two. Left heel in line with right arch, gazing over your left middle finger, bending into that left leg. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, press back, Warrior Two. Again, inhaling, exhaling, pressing back. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale, Warrior Two. Side angle pose, left forearm to left thigh, reach up and over, long line of energy down the right side of the body. Again, staying here or coming into that bind, reaching in front of you with the left, behind with the right, linking those hands, keeping your shape in side angle pose. And then if you're comfortable, you'll hop the right foot towards the front of the mat and start to lift the left leg up. You might fall out. You might not be able to get the foot off the mat today. That's okay. You might not be able to straighten. It's a process. Over time, we get better with practice. Make sure you're still breathing and then trying to come out of it the same way you came in. We'll meet in Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose, reaching forward and down with the left hand, right arm straight out of the shoulder, gazing towards those right fingers and breathing. Long spine here. Legs are straight but not locked. And then low lunge twist, plant that right hand, reach the left arm up, pivot so the back heel is lifted and you're on the ball of the right foot. Set up for that side plank on the right, dropping to the outer edge of the right foot and coming into any variation of side plank on your right side. Make sure you're breathing and then going through your vinyasa. Staying strong in that downward facing dog, pressing the floor away as you lift the hips high. Let's inhale, the right leg lifts, and crawl your hands to the back of the mat. So you're in a standing splits. You can stay just like this, or if you want an extra challenge, you'll bring your right leg out to the right side, maybe grab a hold of that right big toe with the right peace fingers. Come back to standing splits and crawl your hands forward back to three-legged dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross, hold it there, straighten out the leg, set down the side of the foot, reach the left arm up, fallen triangle. Come back to three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Lower the left knee down, point the toes, and inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana or low lunge. The right knee is over the right ankle. Maybe you're letting your hips drop forward and down. Reconnecting with your breath. And then straightening that right leg, half splits, right toes pointing towards your face, pressing down through that right heel. Breathing into the back of that right leg. Bend your right leg, arms come back up, low lunge, and bring your palms together in prayer. Take a twist, left elbow hooks outside of right leg. And then you're gonna tuck your left toes and lift the left knee off the floor. Come all the way up to a high crescent lunge. And lean forward, reaching the arms forward. You're in a long diagonal line. Sweep the arms back, lift off that left leg, warrior three. Super tricky here. If you're practicing on the sand like me, you might fall out, that's okay. And then let's cross the left ankle on top of the right knee, squat down for standing pigeon. So getting a nice opening in that left hip. You have the option to stay right here or flying pigeon as part of your practice. You'll plant your hands and then hook the outside of your right tricep with your left toes. Lean forward and maybe your right leg will come up and back. Maybe not today. We'll meet back in standing pigeon. And then together, let's open up into a half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand to mat or block. Left arm lifts, gaze towards those left fingers. Shoulders and hips are stacked. Step all the way to the back of the mat with that left foot coming into warrior two. So hips stay open, bending into that right leg. Skandasana or side lunge to the left. So squatting down into that left leg. Maybe you don't come very low. Maybe you come down nice and low. Maybe you take a side bend, reaching the right arm up and over. Let's come forward and come back through our vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Breathing. And then all that on the other side, left leg lifts. Crawl your hands to the back of the mat for standing splits. Either staying here or lifting the left leg out to the left side, maybe grabbing hold of the toes with your left peace fingers. Left leg comes back to standing splits. Keep the leg lifted as you crawl the hands forward, three-legged dog, hips and leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over, straighten it out. Drop the back heel, right arm lifts. Three-legged dog. And step the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Breathing here. Hands come to the mat. Start to straighten that left leg. Toes come towards your face. Half splits. Pressing down through that left heel. And then bending back into that left leg. Bring your arms back up to low lunge. Palms come together. Take a twist. Right elbow hooks outside of left leg. Hook the back toes and lift that right knee. It's okay if it's not a smooth transition. Bring your arms all the way up to your high lunge and then lean forward one diagonal line. Sweep the arms back and come off of that right leg. Warrior 3, hips squared. If you fall out, just come back in. Stand up, cross the right ankle over that left knee, standing pigeon. You're squatting down here, staying just like this, or if you're coming to flying pigeon, you're planting your hands, leaning forward and hooking the left tricep with your right toes. Maybe your left leg will come off the floor. Maybe not. Our practice varies every day, so just being able to accept that. We'll meet back in standing pigeon and then open up to half moon on the left. So left hand to mat or block, shoulders stacked, hips stacked, gaze towards your right fingers. And then stepping your right foot all the way back and bending into that left leg, warrior 2. Skandasana to the right, so sitting down low, bending that right leg. Maybe you'll take the side bend, reaching up and over with that left arm. Come forward, back to plank, and go through your last vinyasa. Let's drop the knees and take a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees together or apart, arms forward or back. Let your hips get heavy to the heels. Reconnect with the breath here, in and out through the nose. And then let's come up into a seated straddle position. So your legs are as wide as is comfortable. Let's inhale and reach the arms up. Square your hips over the right leg. As you exhale, fold over your right leg. It's okay if you're nowhere near grabbing the foot. You can always use a strap if you need. We're just looking to get into the back of the right leg, just lengthening our hamstrings. Staying with your breath. And then if you would like to turn this into a side bend, you'll reach inside of your right leg with your right arm, reach up and over with that left arm. Maybe your left hand will grab hold of your right foot and you'll slide your right arm underneath your left thigh. Maybe not. You just want to lengthen down that left side of the body. Let's come back up. Inhale the arms up, square the hips over that left leg and fold, starting with your hamstring stretch. Again, the goal is not getting to the foot. It's finding that place where we're stretching the back of the left leg but still able to breathe. And then again, if you would like to turn this into a side bend, left arm inside of the left leg, reach up and over with your right arm. Maybe you're sliding the left hand underneath your right thigh, opening the chest towards the sky, trying not to round forward here. Make sure you're still breathing. And then we'll come all the way up. And let's straighten the legs into a pike. So the legs are straight out together. We're gonna take a nice passive stretch here. So round the spine and just crawl the hands forward to wherever they get. So when we're in this posture and we do it with a flat back, it's targeting more the hamstrings. When we round the spine, we're able to stretch our backs a little bit more. So you're not gripping, you're not holding on to anything, you're just falling forward and breathing. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly sitting up. And we'll come down onto our backs. Laying onto your back, bending your legs, planting your feet hip width apart. Slide the heels close to the glutes. We're gonna do 2 back bends. We'll start with bridge pose. Second one will be your choice. So arms are alongside the body, and then lift the hips off the mat. Maybe you'll interlace your hands underneath you, rocking your shoulders underneath to get a little bit higher. Pressing down through the feet, breathing as you continue to lift your hips to the sky. And then release the hands, slowly lower down and just pause for a moment. And when you're ready, you'll take your back bend once again, either coming back into bridge or coming into full wheel if that's part of your practice. Wherever you are, you want to be able to breathe. That's the most important part. Heart openers are very intense, very energizing. So it might be harder to breathe here. Your heart rate might speed up. Slowly lower down wherever you are and windshield wiper the knees left and right. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and rock a little side to side. Straighten your left leg to the floor. Scoot your butt over to the right side of the mat. Bring your right arm out into a T and cross the right leg over the body with your left hand. Your head is turned to the right. Just a nice spinal twist here. Keep relaxing your right shoulder to the floor. And then coming back to center, both knees hug in. Straightening your right leg this time, scooching your butt over to the left side of the mat. Left arm out to a T, cross the left leg over the body with your right hand. Turning your head to the left and relaxing that left shoulder into the floor. Slowing down the breath here. Slowing down the heart rate. Slowing down the mind. And then coming back to center, both knees hug in, rock a little side to side. Then take your happy baby pose. So bottoms of the feet point towards the sky. Grab the outsides of the feet or thighs if you can't reach. You're pulling the thighs towards the floor, pressing the tailbone away from you, maybe rocking a little side to side. And then you'll make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose, legs straight out, feet fall open, palms face the sky. Close your eyes and let go of all effort. Feeling the earth supporting you and just melting. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs, open the mouth and sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose, fill up the lungs, and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reach your arms up overhead, point your toes, and then bend your knees into your chest, roll to your right side, pausing in fetal pose for a moment, resting your right ear on your right arm. When you're ready, you'll keep your eyes closed and you'll come up to a comfortable seated position. Same place we started. And joining your palms together at Heart Center Anjali Mudra, bowing your chin to your chest, sealing in the practice with gratitude. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Namaste.